So, thanks for joining me, Bastich B, as we look at two Sega Saturn Japan exclusive games today. The first one will be Bulk Slash by Hudson, followed by Stellar Assault SS by Sims, both of which received excellent English fan translations, so there's no time like now to dive into these fantastic hidden gems. Bulk Slash was released by Hudson Soft on the Sega Saturn exclusively in 1997. The game falls into the third-person mech action game genre with missions to complete and stages to blast your way through, in a very arcadey style similar to Sega's Virtual-On games, except with a much bigger emphasis on story, but still similar gameplay styles. You take the role of Chris, a pilot of one of these transforming mechs, as you attempt to win the freedom of your homeworld from the galaxy-conquering Gardona army. The game throws 7 missions at you, each with extremely different settings and looks. No two missions look the same, with a briefing on the situation before diving into the chaos. Levels feel like large-scale arenas with plenty of action to take on. You have the ability to transform into a plane for aerial combat, used to fly across the map quickly, and is usually needed for the massive boss attacks. And you can also change into mech mode for on-foot close quarters combat, with tanks, turrets, and any other poor slobs that unfortunately cross your path. You have a multitude of weapons, from a big machine gun, grenades, and a sword for close attacks, plus a bonus weapon which comes into effect based on the current navigator. These characters can be called on for mission hints and help you out navigating to targets, and each one comes with their own special abilities. Every stage has a hidden girl to find, so look out for them as they add a lot of variety to the story and gameplay, and can be rotated for different missions. The missions themselves follow a two-part structure, with the main objective like defending a ship or destroying turrets around a city, and a whole lot more. Once the main objective is done, a massive mechanized boss appears and has to be destroyed for the mission to end, and these are some of the best parts of the game, not only in terms of gameplay but just visually. The graphics are beautiful and colorful, and mix 3D stylings and anime style graphics together so well for some really fast-paced action. The music is also exceptional, not a single bad track across the entire game, mixing tons of different styles, just lots of variety and lots of goodness. The English fan translation is brilliant on so many levels. Even calling it simply a translation is a bit of an understatement, as the game, besides being fully translated in text form, now includes fully voiced English voiceovers as well for all 7 main navigators and all the multiple endings. Plus there's added support for the Saturn Virtual-On twin sticks, giving the game a true mechanized feel. It's an epic amount of work done in such a professional way. You'd swear it was an official English release. So if you've never had the opportunity to play Bulk Slash before on the Saturn, then you're in for a real treat.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
The Turbo 2000 Super is a new wireless gamepad released by Comatron and is for use on many of your favorite 8 and 16-bit systems. Simple 9-pin joystick dongle interface, extremely easy setup, just plug and play, with up map to a button for easy platform gaming action. Available in 4 different cosmetic designs and multiple auto-fire speed settings, and compatible with the following original computers and systems. Check out the links in the video description to pick up your own Turbo 2000 today. Stellar Assault SS was released by Sims in 1998 on the Saturn. The game is a 3D space combat shooter and is sometimes referred to as a remake of 1995's Stellar Assault on the 32X, but it's actually much more of a sequel if anything else. The story is a race of aliens have attacked Earth, but we manage to defend it as they escape. 2 years later, they try again and are defeated once again, but they are much stronger this time. Every 2 years, they reappear. You take charge of one of 2 selectable ships and join a squadron to go find out the mystery behind their attacks. The game is straight up flight combat action, with a briefing before each mission, before selecting your ship. Each one has its own unique sub-weapon. Blue has heat-seeking missiles, with pink having a powerful close-range shotgun blast. There is plenty of chatter from your teammates, giving mission updates and witty banter all over the place that add a lot of fun to the levels and story. The missions are pretty varied, blasting incoming asteroids launched at Earth, taking out massive enemy capital ships, and diving to the surface of planets for some close quarters raids on enemy bases. The action is fast and smooth and plays well, using a combination of laser fire and your special weapon is extremely satisfying. Taking out the bigger ships by blowing pieces of them away is so much fun and gratifying once that final shot is made. The original Japanese Saturn version is totally playable, but the story elements and even mission objectives are obviously completely lost in translation. So playing this is a bit of a challenge for non-speaking Japanese people. Fortunately, the bulk/translation team have once again delivered the goods and given this hidden gem Saturn game the full English treatment. As with Bulk, all the Japanese audio has been re-recorded in full high-quality English fashion, really bringing not only the story to life, but the characters as well. They added mission stick support also for a more immersive flight experience on top of that. A feature that's pretty cool is called Trace Mode, where you can actually record your entire mission, then watch it back later afterwards in full cinematic mode, which is a very cool idea. And the game is pretty damn big and has 2 different endings based on certain criteria met during gameplay. The graphics are extremely smooth and really capture that fast-paced manic pilot style with some massive set pieces. Music is also quite good, space opera style tunes. Nothing super memorable, but work well in the context of the game. This is another stellar job by this team, bringing this obscure space shooter to Western audiences in a fully playable English form, and many thanks to everyone that made this happen. And it looks like they're going to be doing Saturn Bomberman Fight next, at least according to the last page of the English manual version of the game, so that's another one to really look forward to.